It's the NFL on EA Sports, and it's Week 7 here in the NFL as we join you from historic Lambeau Field.
One team is coming in here on quite a roll. Hasn't lost in more than a month. A 5-game winning streak entering this one.
Yeah, you hear me say it all the time. It's almost impossible how hard it is just to win one game in the NFL. Now you've won 5 in a row. That tells you everything. The coaches believe. The players are getting it done. I think they're going to be very tough to beat here today.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. First down at the 35. And straight ahead, Lacey. And with that, let's look at the Packers lineup. They've had a hard time this year moving the football through the air. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. They'll go ground to the outside. Lacey. And now we'll take a look at the Bengals defensive lineup. They are the best in the league against the rush. No wonder they've been so successful.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Devontae Adams makes the catch. The Packers decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Lacey, a solo back set. Now 1st and 10. Down the field. The Bengals lined up in the nickel. 2nd down and 10. To the ground. Taken down at the 45. The defense stands up early and stops the run cold.
Good job that time. You said it, Jim, by the defense. They attacked the offensive line, and there was nowhere for the running back to run the football.
The Packers will take the snap from the 45. Intercepted!
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. First down at the 44. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. First down coming up. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Hill's taking the handoff. And Matthews is all over that offense and brings him down.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
2nd down coming up.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
Dalton standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Dalton over to Eifert. And And with that, let's take a look at the Bengals offense. They're a hard team to get off the field because third down this season has gone their way, converting at a very high rate. The Bengals come to the line with a bunch set. He'll take the snap from the gun. He's wide open for the grab. At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap. Andy Dalton will be under center. First and 10. Hill's going to secure the handoff.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
That leads us to second down. They bring in the extra tight end. Gets the handle here. Bernard off the left side.
Bernard's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down here after the run. Hill takes his spot in the backfield. Three-step drop. Dalton over to Eifert. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Press coverage all the way. Handoff out of the I formation. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Montgomery's got it on the return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Packers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes.
Going to take it the distance. The 10, and in for the touchdown. They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Bengals offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Quick drop back. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
First down here. Hill's in the backfield. Single back set. Handoff. Hill's marked down after a gain of 4. And with that, let's look at the Packers defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. There's a flag right there. Players from both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals snap it at the 41. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Dalton selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
The ball is spotted at the 49.
First down here after the completion. They're going to run it on the toss. And Daniels is all over the ball carrier.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Bengals have it at the 44. The Bengals now move the chains.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch him.
One last play before the quarter ends. The Bengals will take the snap from the 35. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line. We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug-of-war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug-of-war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side. The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Hills lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They'll run it here. Slashes to the left side. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Bud Dupree with the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Cincinnati is in for the score. Dalton's put up now 10 touchdown passes on the season. The Bengals for the point after. It's good. The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Montgomery's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Packers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
The Packers now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 14-7. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Lacy, a solo back set. The Packers take it from the 28. Handoff made. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. Lacey lines up in the backfield. The Packers take it from the 28. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss. The running attack has been stopped, and that's a big reason why they are behind. They will have to turn around the ground attack, Phil, to get back into this game.
I think you're right. They are getting dominated, Jim Nantz, getting run over. The offensive line has got to make a stand. And you know what? The running back, it's not against the rules. You're allowed to break a tackle.
The Packers have a 3rd down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on 3rd down. The Packers at the line of scrimmage, split backfield. The Packers snap it at the 26. And it's batted down.
Well, you're down. Here you are in the first half of the game. If it was 4th and short, I could see the coach trying to switch things around. If he might go for it. But we have 4th and long. Punt that football down there. Don't make a decision that puts your team in a hole that they can't get out of.
Burnett's there to make the stop. And a run back of about 8. The Bengals really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Hills lined up in a single back formation. The Bengals will take the snap from the 35. Burnett's there to take him down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and short following the run. Hill takes his spot in the backfield. Looking across the middle. Mark on his way. Touchdown! And it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, you know, I'm going to look at the defense. You got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
The Bengals setting up here for the kickoff. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Packers got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good and the football falls incomplete.
The Bengals defense now is going to go nickel.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Midway second quarter. Knocked down.
Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on 3rd and long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the 1st down, but they're looking for field position.
The Packers will look to get to the 29 to pick up a 1st. 3rd and forever. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Bengals offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
Will go ground. That's a gain of 6.
That was an awesome job by the running back that time, breaking those tackles. In the NFL, the low man wins. That time, the running back was the low man.
Second down following the run. Toss play to Bernard. Third and 9 coming up. The Bengals will set up. The 12 is the first down line. The Bengals from the 22. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his first touchdown catch of the season.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Bengals for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Packers are back deep, ready to return. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Packers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 20. He's got the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Loss of 2 on that play. Lacey, a solo back set.
Here we go.
Second down and 12. The give. And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Lacey lines up in the backfield. Halftime, 2 minutes away. Now looking at third down. The Packers get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Third down and 11. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3 and out. Here's the punt by Mastay. Gets away. And a run back of only a couple.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Bengals take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 35. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Bernard's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Dalton's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifted to their left.
And it's a catch by Eifert. Picks up 8 here. The Bengals are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Dalton's had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
Dalton's back in shotgun formation. Alvin Bud Dupree gets to the quarterback.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's second down coming up. The Packers come out in a dime package. From the gun, Dalton. On target with Tyler Eifert.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. Third down coming up. Dalton's got it in the gun. Scans the field. Pulls it in. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Nearing the half, and this one is a laugher.
Oh, well, yeah, one team's pretty happy about it, but how about on the losing end of it? How would you feel like to be being blown out here right before halftime? It's a terrible feeling, and I don't know if you can regroup in the second half.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. The Packers weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, that's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
First down at the 18. Almost intercepted.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Second down. Hundley is going to take it from the gun. Adams has got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. The Packers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. The Packers take it from the 33. He's drilled as he throws. Second down following that incompletion. The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Jordy Nelson with the catch. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. First down at the 48. Finley's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Packers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Hundley is ready for the snap. Empty backfield. 1st and 10. And they're all over it for the sack. A timeout charge to the offense.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances when you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job that time by the defensive front.
And here we have 2nd down. The Packers with an empty backfield. Look here. Hundley is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Going deep. And intercepted. And that will do it for the first half. That was exciting for one side and a complete embarrassment for the other. It's blowout city here as we've reached halftime. Larry coming up next to break down the mismatch. The second half of this lopsided affair is underway. He's got a chance to return this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
The Bengals take it from the 28. Dalton, handoff. Bernard out to the right. And he'll step out.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
Second down here after that run play. Hill in the backfield. Single back set. Incomplete as he was looking short.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
Double tight end formation.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
The Bengals have it at the 34. LaFell comes away with the reception. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
First down at the 48. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space. Coming to the line at the 48.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Andy Dalton will be under center.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
And picked up about 4. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. The Packers lined up in the nickel. The Bengals get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first.
They'll run it off the toss. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. All set to punt here.
A punt just like it was drawn up, and now the defense has them backed into the corner. The Packers were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Down the field.
Got the catch. One-handed.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Hundley's completion percentage, 40.